There's a real excitement about the beauty of this product. The hand-woven, high-quality garments are becoming really of a great interest to the international fashion industry. And that significantly shifts the dial on the price point over time. So if we can keep people safe, whilst our partners are moving the international market and demand for the product, then this is a really interesting journey, I think, for the next few years these girls are going to be on.
My name is Duncan Spencer. I am the Head of Advice and Practice here at IOSH, and I was involved in setting up the risk assessment questions and finalising the report.
There's lots of processes there that we've identified where we know where harm's occurring, we know why it's occurring, and we know how to fix it.
The machines that are used are called the weaving mill and then the loom. These are made out of metal poles that have been welded together. And unfortunately, because these are welded in a crude fashion, these women frequently cut their fingers, cut their hands, with the risk of tetanus as well.
Ergonomics is an issue as well, because the design of these equipments that they're using, for example, the treadles that are on the weaving mills, because they're very thin bars, then they can create problems with the feet, because they can deform the feet.
It's a very manual process. It's often done by younger girls, and it's just really hard work.
The women have to sit down for long hours, so they get a lot of musculoskeletal issues. It's a lot of women having a lot of back problems, back pain, without access to any healthcare to help them.
They're out in 30-degree plus heat every day, and just to move the loom 2 or 3 times with your feet, you realise just how hard that is. And these girls are doing this all day, every day.
They have to work very long hours with very few work breaks in between. So in the repetitive nature of what they're doing, you know, this can be quite a testing environment for any individual to work in.
Tuma, wow. Lawan, rasoma. Ede minga. Tuma zen. Ede kan. Umi awane. Lanso. Tuma kan. Ede fine. Tona tia tona be minga ne kankang bora ya.
Saan de kankang de te masin sumur ka wora. Latin na ma wati te nere wana ta la ditim. Ro ba te na farane. De me mo de bana ba me ke bora ni ngare. Mo de tona. Saate ko ba taraga de ti la tanga te kwasna la. Sa han sana. Te ne jo bala wuri han kalle. E ke sala mo ba. Dina ba. Sala me han sa guna ba. Kan yan ko. Bu yi po ma te kalle ta ne ba te la da da lokala.
Wakala zan awa ti ane pohoy ke vilingo wa awa ki wana zan awa ba waka ba ala. Be minga ya iya be minga tla la dana pa por ko honu be honna ma be minga ne dana ya pa.
Nu wa dana me. Ya le ko purwa. Na ma kin dana ko na ma la idon. La han tra ida mit la en walo kan yang tanto. Ko la han ton nde ko me da wala.
Yambe wa ya magingili ko yere ne roba le ngortam.
Parash mala apprentice le mala mala. Te pa pin.
So bahamme factual bahamme hina boya. Ti ya manere pinu la zan abone me la kan wora. Ti ya ta machines tara machine de man songre ya ti ya wora ti ya manere ba pinu la bone me. Ko bakwa ya yang wota mabale. Yambe wa la han wa ligre po. Yambe wa ya yen la zo be ya to yen enefi.
Bon pina hala la. Kan la hala jo.
Bala la bahati ya von ana songambo kala. Ya yen la hala zo la. Wo yang bahati la ana ya la wana if ya hanya ta la hala zo.
La ana song. Tona. La ana song te ta song da ton. E tona yan tola ninga song.
The thing that struck me most, there are some really simple controls that you can put in place that will not only mitigate the risk, but also will increase productivity.
They can't increase their productivity and their wealth through doing things harder than they already are, because these people work from dawn to dusk every day. If we can help them scale up and sell their products in more volume or at a different price point by where they sit in the value chain, then these girls' lives are going to be changed forever.
These are young women who have such great potential, but you see them having to endure hardship from day to day. They need a market for their textiles. These textiles are beautiful, but they are so removed from a typical market where people would buy this that they are not getting the market to do so. Should they be given the opportunity, this community can really thrive.
Can you recognize some of these?
Oh, a lot of them.
So they make textiles like these?
Yes. No, ours is unique.
It's a bit unique.
Yes,
I
it's
want
a
to
bit
see.
unique.
You can show me
So-
when you see yours.
Yeah, absolutely. I can.
Maybe here?
Yeah, that is one of them.
Oh.
So,
Hello.
how are you?
What about
Good. Very well. Very well. So we're looking at this small type of shirts, right?
Yeah, the
And-
Batakan.
Yeah. Are you from the north?
Yes, I'm from the Upper East region.
Okay. Where?
I'm from Bongo Field.
Oh, okay. Why? Mami zela bila. La anwane.
So,
Oh,
Mazela
you
namo.
speak a language.
Yeah, apparently his village is not far from mine, right?
Oh.
Yeah, so you see, I told you, we
Yeah.
always identify
Very-
each
Each
other.
other.
How do you get them to Accra?
because my sisters weave.
They
at the
Oh, your sisters do the
village.
weaving. Ah.
Yeah, they do the weaving at the village. Then we bring it here to sell.
How,
Yeah.
how's the market here? Do a lot of people buy?
Yeah, people buy, especially this one.
The
like
smoke.
this.
No? Okay.
It's something original.
Yeah.
It's not machine made, it's hand weaving. So like those who know much about culture, they like it. And if you want to wear something to represent Ghana, you know the smoke is biologically made from Ghana.
Yeah.
And I have more inside.
Very nice.
This is really original. Like I told you, it's hand weaving.
So you
and
can tell-
It's weaving with passion. So you can tell from how the texture is.
Very nice design.
Yeah, yeah. So the colors, you have different colors.
More variety. This one is only the top for me.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So are you making a lot of money from this here in the
Actually,
market?
I don't have any work apart from selling this.
Okay.
So I can say it helps me.
It helps,
helps
you to
you.
live here.
Okay, you survive on that with your family, right?
Yes.
And then you support your sister back in the village with her
And the
weaving.
family. But when you make it, you have to make profit.
Yeah.
So what I would like is if people patronize more on this,
Okay.
it will help the community, not only me and my family.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, people here.
The demand for their product is there already. It's how that product is made and the volume of that is the thing that needs to be addressed. That movement from just about managing to moving forwards, it's such small numbers. This is the crazy thing. It's tiny numbers. It's not millions of pounds. It's not big numbers. It's tiny, tiny gains.
If we can engage in ways with partners who can reach them and can make those kinds of investments, then we can demonstrate how occupational safety and health can actually improve prosperity as well as improve the working conditions and the livelihoods of individuals.
For organizations such as the UN or the International Labour Organization, upon hearing about the plight of this woman, will find that aligns with their goals and hopefully provide such funding that is needed. And then IOSH, with its experts, would lead the implementation of these control measures and ensure that they're done well.
We already saw how many of the issues in these industries, they have to do with the lack of equipment, with the lack of mechanization, so with the lack of productivity, because it's back-breaking work. Our philosophy, our belief is better working conditions, a happier workforce that works in a safe environment where there are not accidents, where there is no chronic disease. That workforce is much more productive. And this is why this collaboration is so critical, because it takes the ideas into something real.
The ILO office in Ghana is amazing. their commitment to the weavers and the textile industry in Ghana is a real priority project for them.
Textile, we thought, is firstly a priority sector for the government, and that for us was very important and will align with national strategies.
They have tremendous power to influence the global direction, or what they need from us is local implementation. They see IOSH as their implementation army, our 50,000 members across the world.
We are always in the lookout for good implementing partners, because I think ILO has also a lot of technical expertise in terms of IOSH, but we are not an implementing agency. However, IOSH is.
IOSH, I believe, should be at the forefront of driving this change, but we will need funding.
So Emily, it's been a great few months working with the textile weavers in the Upper East. The risk assessment was a tremendous success. I mean, you arranged it. So the main messages that came out of the risk assessment were what?
First of all, better working conditions, because several risks were identified. They need better value generated from their products. I mean, those are very good fabrics, and we need to tell this story better, to put the women in a better light, for more support. The women, they take care of the home. They're taking care of their daughters. They are setting example to all the other girls out there.
Because what I see is the weavers, they're just about managing. And as a consequence, if things go wrong, there's no capacity to come back. Impacts on their kids staying in school, and this work with the textile weavers is a great example of the difference we can make. We've worked on building such strong partners here. The local ILO office is really keen to support.
I'm quite happy that the ILO has bought into this work, and they believe that we can work together, especially with IOSH and the volunteers and members locally, to change the face of OSH in Ghana.
You're right, because look, you know what we believe in. We believe in a safe and healthy world of work, and it shouldn't matter where you live. You have the right to go home safe and healthy at the end of the day. And
now it's a fundamental principle at work, so everybody has a right to a healthy and safe working condition.
And that's what we're doing at so many levels. The work we're doing in Geneva and New York with the UN, and right down to that individual micro farmer or weaver, it makes you feel really proud about what we've done, and I think we really are making a difference, thanks to you.
It's easy to have an idea, but it's better if someone buys into that idea, into that vision, and rallies all the support and make it come to pass.